Kind hearts and coronets, kind hearts and coronets. If you're gonna be a duke, sometimes you have to kill a few of your distant relatives to get there. Boy, I just barely got that song out. Hello there, CriterioNate here, number 325. Robert Hammer's Kind Hearts and Coronets from from the good people at Ealing Studios, which we'll get to in a little while. Let's see. Gosh, we are a quarter of the way through this season. Finally, it's 325. We got 75 more, and then another break. Although we are starting sometime later this season. We are starting the Eclipse series. And I wanted to mention this. I forgot to mention this yesterday in my last review. But when I was watching Coup de Grace on Hulu, the Eclipse the logo showed up. And so I looked up and I was like, why did the Eclipse logo show up when it's not part of the Eclipse series? Who knows? Anyway, 1949, 106 minutes, black and white Monroe. We're talking about Kind Hearts and Coronets. This is a funny movie. Very, very funny movie. Let's see. I was contemplating not spoiling the whole plot for you, but I kind of want to or at least spoiling the ending, because I want to talk about the American ending, how much it sucks, how much our movie rules suck, you know? Because, yeah, it's just dumb. Anyway, so spoilers abound, and all that stuff. So anyway, the movie stars Dennis Price as Louis D'Ascoyne, Mazzini, and he plays this guy, and he plays a duke who is to be hung in the morning. He's in jail, and he sits down and writes his memoirs all night. And so the whole movie is basically a whole flashback. Starts off with his childhood. His father died. You know, his father was like an opera singer who was also played by Price. And so yeah, his father dies like after seeing him. It's like the shock is too much for him. And so anyway, so his mother, he says so. So anyway, his family is like, you know, part of royalty. So his mother tells him that you know, he's the heir to like a dukedom or something. However, like his other relatives end up writing her out of the disinheriting her something. So when she dies, she wants to be buried at their castle in Chalfont, and you know she ends up, you know, it ends up getting denied, and so Louis ends up getting, you know, going through the family and basically murdering every single member of all the heirs to the dukedom, eight in total. And the big gimmick is that all eight members of the D'Ascoyne family are played by Alec Guinness. He plays all eight characters, you know, some of them simultaneously, and so that's the big gimmick of the thing. And I didn't notice it when I was looking at the cover. You can see it's him in all eight roles, even Lady Agatha. He plays even Lady Agatha. So, and so it reminds me a lot of what was the movies? Reminds me of movies like Divorce Italian Style, which take a humorous look at murder. Divorce Italian Style, or even Unfaithfully Yours. You know, except in this one, the murders are all you know, there isn't a lot of plotting involved. It's just basically, you know, you see it happen and sing, you know, and they're all funny too. I mean, not that the murders in the other movies are funny, but this is, you know, a little more intentionally funny, a little more, you know, I don't know. It's a black comedy just like the others. So anyway, the whole movie, you know, centers around him killing off. Meanwhile, he's in love with his childhood sweetheart, Sibylla, who's ends up marrying this banker Lionel, and they end up having an affair. Louis and Sibylla have an affair, and I guess toward the end of the movie, Lionel kills himself, and Louis is put on trial for his murder. even though he didn't, and there's like no proof. Like I guess like they think that he drove himself to murder for the suicide, like assisted suicide, sort of. However, and I guess at the end of the movie, the suicide note is found. So and at the end of the movie, he's torn between going off with his friend or the widow of one of the Asquith members, because she meets him and ends up like saying that, oh, what if I found the it's Sibylla finds out that if you find, well, I'll help you find the find the suicide note, and I guess if Edith dies or something like that, Edith Asquith. So anyway, the big final scene at the ending is that the suicide note is found. He's freed, and while he's deciding he sees both Edith and Sibylla standing there. A reporter comes up and asks, wants the rights to his memoirs. He says, yeah, so his memoirs. His memoirs. And then it cuts back to the jail cell and zooms in on his memoirs and basically his whole, he'd been writing out the entire story, and so it's been sitting there in his cell, and so I was like, oh my god, that's the best ending ever. That is hilarious. So yeah, I really didn't like that ending. I thought that was friggin' hilarious. And again, the whole movie was hilarious, just how calm the murders were. Like some of the murders, like he kills Lady Agatha. She's in a hot air balloon, and he shoots an arrow, and he parodies this that poet, the Longfellow poem. I shot an arrow into the air. She fell to earth in Berkeley Square. That was hilarious. Anyway, so yeah, and then one of them he kills he puts a bomb in this caviar, and he digs in it, and the whole place explodes, and not an atom of him was left. It's murder can be funny. So anyway, I'd like to get this one. Sadly, it's out of print. Of course, all the best movies are out of print. Sigh and double sigh. So anyway, cheapest new copy on Amazon is $125. So of course it's, and I think, what I think it is? I think it's gotta be, there's something with Studio Canal. I think Studio Canal Criterion lost the rights to all their Studio Canal movies, because I think Studio Canal produced Ran too. I don't think that's totally true. I think there are some Studio Canal movies that are still in print. I'm pretty sure Studio Canal produced Grand Illusion. I think, thinking back to the first one I saw, I haven't seen it since, but, I don't know. I'm pretty sure, I think it might have been just the Studio Canal ones that went out of print, but I don't know. Anyway, I'm thinking about, was it Ealing Studios? I don't know. Why are these movies out of print? So anyway, but still, Coronets and Coronets, fantastic movie. I'm giving it an A. I haven't seen anything else of Hammer, and none of his other movies are in the Criterion Collection, so I don't know if and when I'll ever see a movie of his again. But yeah, Price is hilarious. Guinness is of course, that an acting fool like he always is. I mean, this is the umpteenth movie we've seen him in. There's the Golden Horse, or the Horse's Mouth. That's it. The Horse's Mouth. Tunes of Glory. Great Expectations. Oliver Twist. Jesus, just name him. Name him. Name it. He's been in it. So anyway, but we'll get to more of him in a minute. So I'm giving it an A. Fantastic movie. Let's talk about the supplements. Disc 1 has the American ending. The American ending trailer. American ending. So I wanted to tell you the ending because of the American ending. So the American ending just changes the last 10-15 seconds of it. The last shot. The ending is up until when he realizes that his memoirs are in his cell. The original ending shows zooming in on shows the memoir sitting there in his cell and just zooming in on him, on it, and this is the end. to make sure that apparently crime doesn't pay, the last shot is actually one of the jailers finding the memoirs, showing them to the sheriff or the bailiff or anything like that, and reading through them and looking, not necessarily capturing him, but just making sure that they found his confession, which is just dumb, I guess, because in the original ending, there's still a chance that he could, to make sure that there isn't a chance that he could go back and find them, or retrieve them. Oh, sorry, I left something in my cell, kind of thing. Which I guess makes sense, but still, it's like, we're so dumb. We just really suck. Our film industry kind of sucks, So yeah, dumb ending, all that stuff. Trailers, cool. A bunch of production photographs. And then this too is the supplements. There are two feature-length movies, basically. Or there's a documentary, BBC Omnibus documentary on the history of Ealing Studios, who produced Coronets and Coronets. They did a whole bunch of other movies, a lot of them with Alec Guinness, one called The Lady Killers, which I've heard of that one. I think one called The Black Sea. I tried to see if there were any in the Criterion collection, but I don't see. In fact, I'm gonna look up. Let's see. I'm gonna look up. I'm on Criterion's website. Let's see if maybe there's Ealing's. Okay, so yeah, I don't see any really in. When I typed in Ealing Studios, I only see Coronets and Coronets. Although there are some in the Eclipse series. Eclipse Series 25, Basil Dearden's London Underground, and Basil in number 36. Let me look up Basil Dearden. He was one of the heads of, Ealing Studio. Oh no, this is this is after I guess after he left. Yes, this is after he left Ealing Studio. So let me see, what's the other one? Number 30, Eclipse 36, 3 wicked melodramas from Gainsborough. Oh, Gainsborough Pictures. Okay. Well, that's not good either. So anyway, maybe someday they'll get another Ealing Studios. Although maybe if Ealing Studios is the reason why that they couldn't keep this one in syndication or not circulation, then maybe we won't see any more. But yeah, so it's just the history, talks a little bit about all their films, and some of them sound kind of funny. And yeah, so anyway, and there's also an appearance, an episode of Parkinson, from another episode of Parkinson. The first one we saw a couple of, I think was it last week, with young Mr. Lincoln, and talking about the what was it? Who was on that? Henry Fonda. And in this one we got Alec Guinness. It was from 1977, around the time of Star Wars. Of course, we know Alec Guinness played Obi-Wan Kenobi. And it's just basically over an hour-long interview talking about his roles, and it I got to see a clip of him from Oliver Twist, and I had forgotten he was in it. I was like, oh my god, I totally spaced out. I was like, I'm having a flashback to 2014, So anyway, seeing him in that and The Horse's Mouth, I'm like, jeez, I'm like watching. It's like I'm watching these movies all over now, But yeah, Alec Guinness is a funny guy. Very, very interesting interview. So anyway, that's all there is. So, Coronets and Coronets, a great movie. If you can score a copy of it, pick it up. It's good. I'm definitely gonna check out my stores nearby and see if I can find a copy. Maybe eBay has a copy. I think there's like the cheapest used copy of this was on Amazon was $35, which isn't bad, but still, it's probably a rental, an X rental. So yeah. Anyway, hey, great stuff. So that's it for today. Tomorrow we've got a Rare Friday review. Metropolitan with Stillman. Oh boy. And then next, after that, we've got the Louis Malle films. Finally got Murmur of the Heart. Get the sticker out of the way so I can show you the cover here. Hang on. Oh, can I not show you Oh, wait a minute. Oh, can I not? Oh, shoot, is this... oh, it's taped in. Oh, jeez. Alright. Well, there, I'll just show you the back. Murmur of the Heart. Murmur of the Heart. There you go. Dang. I like taking the covers off these things because they always put these stickers on the cover of them. But anyway, Murmur of the Heart, and then, of course, La Comme le Chien, and Au revoir, les enfants. There is a chance we might actually do Murmur of the Heart on Saturday, because my girlfriend, again, she's going to join me on La Comme le Chien, but she really, really likes Au revoir, les enfants. That's her favorite. So we may do that one as well. So if I have her join me on that one, and because there are a lot of supplements for that one, or I think a few supplements, I would like to do that on a day like Monday. So I'm thinking Murmur of the Heart, and Murmur of the Heart, again, she hasn't seen that one, and I don't think it's something that she'd be interested in. So that one I kind of want to watch by myself. So I'm probably, if I do, I think Saturday is going to be the only day, or be the best day rather. So Saturday evening, we'll see if we can't knock that one out. And yeah, again, I'm not sure right now. I'm not sure what her schedule is. We'll be in touch, of course, and we'll figure out what to do about it. So right now, tentatively, Murmur of the Heart will be Saturday. La Comme le Chien will be Sunday. Au revoir, les enfants will be Monday. And then, if that's the case, then Tuesday will be late spring. Late spring. And then Wednesday will be, where is it? Verdiana. Oh boy. Wednesday will be Verdiana. Oh, friggin' criminy Jim. I'm still waiting on Fists in the Pocket. I hope it gets shipped off soon. I don't know what's going on with it, but yeah, I'm just hoping that'll show up eventually. Also, Harlan County, USA is on its way. That one's coming. And then what else? I went ahead and put a hold on Elevator to the Gallows because again, I'm just hoping that one shows, because I'm just like, I'm trying to get these in order because of the obvious, delays that obviously show up, then obviously it's better to order them sooner than later, Oh, Harlan County, USA, just checking my account. Harlan County, USA came in today. So anyway, yeah, so I'm still waiting on Elevator to the Gallows and Fist in the Pocket. I might be able to get Fist in the Pocket through one of my other libraries, but I have to get out there because it's one of those ones you have to pick up from a specific library. You can't get it transferred. So I might be able to do that. Yeah, so anyway, that's it for me. Thank you for watching. Let's end it here. Morals. Don't disinherit your siblings or your relatives. Don't murder people, and don't leave your confession in your cell. There you go. That's perfect. Perfect things. Anyway, that's it for me. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you tomorrow for Metropolitan. And until then, goodbye.